Match number 1 of day 2 in San Diego saw another dominant performance by the New York Nitro. Kelly Chang and Sarah Hughes have yet to lose a set in league play. They've been ruthlessly efficient and crushingly creative throughout their 4-0 start to 2024. Head out for a little surf, then grab some breakfast. That's a fine little Sunday you can plan at the Crystal Pier in Pacific Beach, California. Welcome to San Diego. Day 2 out at San Diego State, a little bit east of the coastal location. Viejas Arena is the site of week 3. Our updated leaderboard here for AVP League play has the New York Nitro still undefeated. Will it happen again in this match? They'll face off with the Dream on the men's side right now, as teams compete for that coveted spot in the AVP Championship coming up in November. Kevin Barnett alongside Olympian Casey Patterson for this one. A men's match. Give me one thing, one characteristic of each side that you think matters in how this match turns out.
Yeah, with Taylor Sanders' serve dictates a lot of their ability to have fun. And I think it also dictates their impact from the start. So I think that's going to be a big part of their success, right? And then with Miles and Andy, it's their dynamic jump setting and on 2 and causing chaos on offense and stressing out the defensive team. I think when they do that well, everything else has time to formulate, like Andy's serve last night. And then Miles is free on offense. So I think those things are very specific to what gives them success.
We saw both Benesh and also Taylor Sanders get going from the line last night. Do one of those guys immediately get aces? TBD. Here we go, match 2.
And here we go. First up for the New York Nitro, wearing the number 1, the 6-foot defender out of Long Beach State. Let me hear it for Ta.Crabb. His partner, Taylor, number 2, standing 6 feet 4, the blocker out of BYU. It's Taylor Sanders. And their opponents, first up, wearing the number 1, the 6'3" defender out of UCLA. It's Miles Partain. And wearing the number 2, 6'8" blocker out of Palos Verdes High School, Andy Benesh.
Two undefeated teams. Something has to give between these squads.
Andy, Miles, the Olympians, they play a real fun athletic style.
Taylor Sanders, one-time indoor superstar, came directly out of college and made an impact on the national team. He's made an impact on the beach as well. Crabb, Sanders, Benesh, and Partain. Here we go. Target is Andy Benesh first and a little bit short.
Go, Tay.
Crabb all over that first contact and rips it into the angle.
Okay.
Partain in the pocket, but couldn't handle it.
In the pocket again. I love Taylor Sanders' first serve. Just a different type of aggressive serve.
See if he gets more aggressive with it here. He's been going corner to corner pretty hard. This one down the middle. Partain, the lefty.
He's all over it.
Crabb again with the run. And no block there. And that maybe is the one weakness of the Nitro. Not a ton of blocks to the net.
Yeah, I think Taylor Sanders gets a lot of good touches. He funnels to Taylor really well, so they leverage each other really well. But, I mean, Taylor, he can get on a really good run. But I would agree that that's something that could affect their success a lot.
Teams have met twice this year. Benesh and Partain coming out ahead in Heritage League play, or pardon me, Heritage event play. in straight sets both times. Net violation there by Benesh. It was 21-16, 27-25 in the Manhattan Beach Heritage Series event. That was in the winner's bracket. And then in the finals in Chicago, if you joined us for that, it was 21-15, 21-15. But a shoe-clad and depleted Ta.Crabb in that one.
Yeah. That one doesn't count in my book.
Okay.
Shoes on.
You're throwing it out.
The fact that he made it there, it was insane. Yeah.
Amazing. Crabb was fighting a foot issue, had his foot swollen at the time. And Andy Benesh to Miles Partain fighting nothing on that play.
Great platform by Andy there. He's holding that angle out early. Yeah, but I also think with Taylor Sanders blocking, he does that like hybrid swing block, right? It's like a crossover two-step, almost like an indoorish. I feel like that, you know, once he finds a little bit of a rhythm, he becomes a really elite blocker.
Missed swing there by Crabb, a rare missed contact. Best of 3 sets, all to 15. You have to win by 2. We've had some overtime already, first couple of weeks, including last night. 1 timeout per team per set. Fast action on the AVP League. A maximum consequential volleyball with the best teams. Are these the 2 best men's teams in league play?
Yeah, I would say consistently right now, yes.
Of course, Theo and Trevor may have something to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, the 4 men's teams here, I would say, are probably the 4 most elite men's side teams.
Chase Budinger and Miles Evans being the 4th?
Yeah, I think these 4 here are the top 4.
An absolute heater down the line, and that's another winner. Last night, Taylor Sanders just went to Ta.Crabb and said, look, I'm going to start ripping it.
Yeah, right. And that was his corner. That was the corner he did it from, too.
So you don't put Baby in a corner, but you put Taylor Sanders there.
Good things happen. Yeah, I'm interested to see what Miles goes with today. With the jump serve, with a lot of rotation, right? He was kind of going for locations and disrupting a little bit of the timing. Curious to see if he kind of gets after it a little bit like you wanted him to do last night.
Roll shot, strategically placed, jump set.
Oh,
Miles didn't get enough of it.
I love it. A little, hey, we can play your game a little bit too. There you go.
All 4 men on the sand right now, Olympians. Ta.Crabb, a rather interesting story with the Olympics 21. Of course, all the COVID restrictions and testing. Got all the way to Tokyo, tested positive, was unable to compete, replaced by Tri-Born, but did all the work to get there and be there. And then, unfortunately, circumstances rendering that run irrelevant for him. 10-10 side change. Cameron Irwin, we sent her to the sand. What'd you find, Cam?
Well, I figured I might as well bring in a little brotherly love. We got Marcus Partain, and he's also a volleyball player. You actually started your career alongside your brother. Is it a little weird to see him in a setting like this?
I feel like he's been in this setting for a little while now, so it's not too weird anymore. But yeah, it's been really cool to see his progression and just like his steadiness and, you know, like just staying like mentally tough through it all and always just getting better and grinding.
I mean, it was incredible. You got a chance to head off to the Paris Olympics to watch him play underneath the Eiffel Tower. What memories do you take away as a brother, and also a chance, because you're a volleyball player yourself, to see him play like that?
I think like there's that. I mean, I think like there's so much that went into that moment, and it was cool, just like such a grand stage to be playing on. Like, I think that was the coolest venue that was at the Olympics, and for him to be able to experience that, and like as his brother, like just be so proud of him and like see the way that he handled like a lot of adversity and like a lot of pressure. And yeah, I mean, it was just like he played well, Andy played well, and they matched as a team, and yeah, it was fun to watch.
All right, well, they got Taylor Sanders on the other side. We just saw the wicked serve from him. How in the world would you deal with that?
I would try and open up my hips and then just like get my platform together early and try and just set it.
Does he ask you for any advice?
On occasion, yeah. I think we've been talking about it less just because he's been thinking about different things than I have in terms of like the depth of volleyball. But yeah, we'll talk about like the option game, the jump set game. I think like where him and Andy are at is just a result of like so much continuous conversation and like thought about that way of playing. And so I would kind of say they're light years ahead a little bit, but yeah, I mean, I'd like to think that we still talk about strategy from time to time.
What about the content game? Your brother all of a sudden on social media is all over the place. His personality is on full display. Did that surprise you at all?
I think it was buried in there the whole time, and I think like now is just a moment where he feels like he wants to start making content and like sharing a lot of what goes on in his head about the game with other people, and I think a lot of people are going to learn a lot about volleyball because of it.
It's awesome. Well, thanks for all the insight, and enjoy. I know your mom's in the crowd as well. All right, back to you guys.
Marcus and Miles, brothers that once played alongside each other, qualified for the AVP together, becoming the youngest pair to ever play at a main draw, and both on to UCLA.
That was always a scary team to play. You're like, are we really going to lose against these two kids? You know, people ask advice, well, what do you do? I'm like, well, you just got to go dad mode, and you can't let them beat you.
Marcus was 15 years, 7 months old when they ended up in an AVP main draw. How about that?
That's incredible.
You better tell Cash and Guy to get on it.
I know. Let's go, guys. I don't even think I knew what volleyball really. I was like, what, 6 months into playing indoor. Could barely serve in on an indoor court at that time.
I was 2.5 years from ever having played the game.
We didn't have a chance.
No shot. Sander, he's got a shot from that corner.
He loves that. Oh,
just long.
So close. There must be something lighting-wise and just flow of the court from that corner. He loves it.
Well, I know he got his caffeine this morning. I saw him at Better Buzz this morning. He's pumped up, ready to go. Benesh, eyes scanning. Making a decision here at the net. Oh, inside out from Ta.Crabb.
The triple fake. Out wide, back in, then a little seam.
A double move here on a Sunday.
Yeah. The double AV from the Out of Bounds collection. So good at using that space.
Is that your new volleyball brand, Out of Bounds?
Yeah, from the Out of Bounds. Yes.
Be a great team. Be great shirts. Out of Bounds by Casey Patterson. Yeah. Our new fall collection.
Right.
Can be seen at Fashion Week in Paris.
In or out, you don't know. See if Andy can get rolling here. Find that fire from last night, too, on his serve.
Crabb takes all the steam off that one. Short. Partain looking for the conversion. Got it.
Such a good defensive play. Taylor's been running him around, running the fakes, getting Andy up with him early, and then just chopping around. It's tough to get into his zone there on defense, but Miles stayed so patient. Such a good dig.
In league play through 2.5 weeks here, the men's side, there have been 6 runs in the league of 5 points or better. 4 of them are Benesh and Partain's.
Wow.
Now a 5-0 run is a monster run in sets to 15.
Wow. Yeah, that's like a run of what, 8 to 10 in a normal game.
If you want to join the Crabb Brothers clinic coming up, Manhattan Beach Open, his brother Trevor is going to be out there teaching. We're going to see Trevor here coming up in our next match. I'm sure Taylor will be hanging around.
What's Trevor going to teach me besides, you know, winning Manhattan? Is there anything else?
I mean, I'm in for that.
Yeah. I'll pay top dollar for that course.
Plaques, part 1.
This is how you do it.
There's how you find a hot pocket, Sander.
Super bounce, just pitting Andy.
Would have been a good time to get going there. 10-13, Dream closing in on a first set victory.
Yeah, you need that second push now. Just find a little magic, create something, create an opportunity.
We're closing in on our next match here. Budinger Evans, Brunner Crabb, last seen in Chicago. Scene of the crime.
This is going to be good.
Go ahead and check the AVP Instagram feed. There's a ripper from Ta.Crabb. And you'll find yourself intrigued by what's been happening.
It's so good. I feel like that's kind of Trevor's game, though. He kind of wants to chirp, just push you to the point where you just can't even think about the game anymore. It's him. You're just thinking about him, and that's what he wants.
We'll see if the mind games play out. I think, will Mark call them to the net to shake hands before we get underway? Right hand from Ta.Crabb. Over.
It was good.
Yeah, I think some complaining about that contact going on. Back set, Benesh. Good touch, but it is not retrievable, and the men in light blue are not going to be happy.
I mean, the contact between Miles and Andy was weird, but the set was actually okay if you're looking at just the set. Hope I don't eat my words here.
Oh, it was that overpass. It wasn't the back set. It was the overpass or over dig to set from Benesh. That was the point of contention.
Yeah, they bumped shoulders on who was taking that overpass.
Renee Marcel is going to get a...
Duration of ball hand.
Yeah, she's going to get an earful from Ta.Crabb. Set point, Dallas Dream. Benesh going to be looking for the ace here. Crabb straight ahead. Thrown back by Benesh. Tight to the net once again, reset. Beautiful volleyball to finish 15-11.
Taylor's so good up there. Just a little mousetrap, show and take, good pause. I hated when he was up at the net.
Benesh and Partain continue their dominance over the Taylors. That is the 5th straight set they have won. And maybe on the verge of sending the New York Nitro to their first loss of league play.
Yeah, baby, that is right. It is time. Ladies and gentlemen, I could not be happier to be right here, right now.
We're in Austin, Dallas, Texas. For San Diego. Get involved and have a reaction out here.
How about a little magic, huh?
The AVP League is brought to you by Wilson, the official ball of the AVP.
Pick your beach, pick your board, and enjoy the weekend with some tasty waves here in San Diego. Might make a little trip inland and enjoy some volleyball here in Viejas Arena. Kevin Partain alongside the Olympian Casey Patterson. Casey, first set action, all of it was going to the defenders. Ta.Crabb 13 attempts, his partner Taylor Sander just 2. Benesh and Partain here. Partain with 13 attempts, Benesh with 3.
Wow. That's incredible. I feel like Andy and Miles were just calm and cool. They never really did anything too spectacular to threaten me if I'm on the other side, but they just executed so well when they had the chance.
Yeah, and all those attacks going to the defenders. And look at the team hitting percentages there. That's on the strength of Andy Benesh hitting .615 to just .231 for Taylor Sander.
It's incredible because watching the Taylors, Ta.Crabb is running around, hitting multiple different locations, using space, speed, keeping them guessing. But Miles and Andy just executing so much better as far as just that first probably contact on the offense.
Throwing a bunch of options out there. Service game not playing as big a role as we thought. Just 1 ace in this match. 6 total errors, 3 for each side. The single ace belongs to Taylor Sander.
Yeah, nobody got super hot Looked like Taylor was going to start on that far side, but after that first, just kind of stayed stagnant for everybody almost.
So we had a bunch of 3-setters yesterday. We had a sweep in the first. Nitro with the victory on the women's side. Cheng and Hughes picking up another W. Their men are going to have some work to do here if the undefeated record is going to continue.
Yeah, I kind of want Miles to go for it.
Chipping it once again. Yeah. Cracking it. Ta.Crabb.
It's just too easy, right? I mean, you're just giving me like a coach's free ball on that serve if it doesn't really move you around.
How's your coach arm?
Oh, my down ball is so smooth. I even got Rit Lamborn even gave me some credit. He's like, wow, that's a smooth topspin.
Nice, nice. How's your cut shot?
It's staying crispy coaching. You get a lot of ball touches, initiating balls at practice, so that's the one thing that never leaves.
Benesh drops that off the heel of his hand. Andy Benesh back in 2022 did a tour to partners.
That's right.
Phil Dahlhauser, Nick Lucena, Avery Drost, Miles Evans, and
yes,
Casey Patterson.
Oh, he came in so clutch. That was so fun playing with him.
That was 1 year. And then he went to Miles Partain.
A steady relationship, finally.
It's like the village bicycle.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a ride with Andy Benesh. Oh, Ta.Crabb has had enough of this pitter-patter. He's just going to start cranking it.
He's just going to start hammering.
Going back to his indoor days, starring at Long Beach State. Collegiate Player of the Year. Both the Taylors picked up that honor when they were matriculating. Jump set, good night.
So good, because that ball's tight. It almost looks like Miles had to go on 2. I feel like they've done that well, so confidently, willing to make errors to get to this point where it looks effortless. I feel like that's what they talked about a while ago, right? Like, we have to just commit to this so that it's just seamless.
Short serve. Crabb, no run up this time. Chips it right into the face of Benesh.
He is so good at that, using all different speeds. He loads his arm early, late, different tempos with his approach. He is just a magician on offense.
I feel like if he's going to be a magician, he needs to darken in the goatee and mustache.
Yeah, I like that.
That would be the look.
Yes.
If he was going to be in the Prestige.
Is this your card?
We will have top shelf volleyball for you next week. It'll be HEB Center in Austin. 4 more teams for your volleyball enjoyment. All right, we switch sides. We're early here in set number 2. How about Cameron Irwin? Where you at, Cam?
With Coach Evie Matthews right now for the New York Nitro. What was the conversation after the first set?
We're -2, I like to say. We had some control of the mistakes that we made, but we're on them. We got to serve just a little bit better as well, and I feel like we'll make this a real good match. But the things that we can control, we got to control a little bit better.
Well, the jump setting on one side of the net is very obvious. Are there any tells that you're seeing against this team?
Yeah, sometimes Miles will be a little, I'd like to say, to give things away, but a little more compact, maybe when he's going into set, and then opposed to a little bit more, arms a little more wide open when he wants to hit. So if you can pick up on that cue, then maybe we can get to the 1-2-3 or step for the 1-2 a little faster.
Based off of Taylor's conversation yesterday, you came away with a win, but he wasn't happy with the performance in terms of execution. What was the conversation like last night?
Yeah, we want to execute at a higher level. Like, we want to really get our serve going. We want to create more opportunities with our defense and our blocking right now. We feel like we're just a little off. It's also this really, really jumpy sand, so everyone's flying a little bit higher. So we're one of those teams that kind of feels things out. And right now, we're trying to put more pressure on ourselves to really execute at a higher level right off the bat. And against a team like this, they're only going to give you an inch, and you got to take it right away.
Awesome. Thanks, Evie. Appreciate the insight.
There is no waiting in these sets.
No time at all. I like that information from Evie, though. I think it's always hard looking for a small, little compact body language when you're stressed about the on-2 option. But if you can relax and maybe catch a glimpse, it does help.
Partain ran, got there. Option, no. Back set, yes. Dug again. Partain in the pocket. How about another? Not this time. Crabb is just lighting up this second set.
I want DJ Roche to throw like an Indiana Jones whip crack. Because he's just snapping. He's holding and just whipping this ball.
He's decided the best strategy with Andy Benesh is just hit it past him. around him. Saw that competitive fire really show up at the end of the match yesterday with Crabb. Not that he's not competitive all the time, but he really gave it a little extra. There's Sylvester at the net. A block for Sander, and they're back in the set.
There it is. There it is. Yeah. He got fiery. You can tell he gets a little chirpy, fiery. You could feel it. That was really cool match last night. It's kind of like when you see Phil get just a massive block and you get high fives his partner and gives a let's go. You're like, whoa, okay.
Hi, Phil.
Yeah, there he is.
Tough serve, and both teams now picking up some aces here in the second.
I love the effort. That's the game to 15 effort. You got to go for every ball. You never know. Seven steps.
Almost there.
Love it.
One of my favorite plays yesterday was Chase Buttinger running down a huge ball all the way to the edge, and you could see him slowing down right before he got to the cheese grater.
Yeah.
Put his knees in the ground and made the play. 7-5, timeout called by the Dream as the New York Nitro make a little bit of a push here in the second set. All right, a little bit of pressure for these guys. How do they reverse it back again? They controlled the majority of that first set.
Yeah, I feel like, okay, Taylors are siding out well. They're serving tough. You know, Taylor's super comfy on offense. I think they just kind of have to settle in and serve maybe a little bit more aggressive on their end. Try to create something from their end and then just keep siding out solid because it lets you be free.
Both teams undefeated on the season. Nitro as a squad undefeated. Dallas Dream. On that side, it's been a tough one for the women's side. Dallas Dream with a 4-3 overall record. Harvard and DeBerg splitting this weekend. But these are the top two teams so far through 2.5 league weekends. Austin will be home next weekend. HEB Center, Austin, Texas. Come on out to the Capitol and enjoy some volleyball. Really nice volleyball culture there. We've been there for a number of heritage events.
Yeah.
Out of the timeout. Remember, you just get one.
There he is.
Tough pass again.
Chesty.
High heat.
See Sander starting to feel it. He's serving from the opposite side that he would serve from on the far side. Getting a good contact with his hand. Yeah, last night he was bringing a lot of heat behind that. Not just location, but a lot of thump on that ball. Ooh, okay, Andy.
Another heater from Crabb. He is cross-body killer now. All right, an update for those that were wondering. Andy Benesh is now 31 followers away from hitting 10,000. Can we get the man?
We got to get him there.
Over the edge. Get all your bots to follow Andy Benesh, please. If you control a bot army, now's the time to exercise it.
Send an early Christmas card. Follow Andy.
Maybe one day he'll get a check mark and be somebody. Eight-7. Kind of like a heavyweight fight at the moment. Teams taking big cuts each way.
Yeah, Andy's last serve. You can feel it from up here. He's really going for it. I like that. Just setting the tone and changing the rhythm a little bit.
Why do you think Miles takes such little risk on his serve?
Yeah, I'm guessing he's run the numbers and he's going, okay, location and, you know, making them take a couple of steps is maybe more valuable than power.
Yeah, his degree at UCLA applied mathematics. It's a great call by you that he has run the numbers.
I know we did do a survey, USA Volleyball, and they kind of ran the numbers, float versus jump, and the efficiency, and the float was much more effective.
Well, you avoid the peaks and valleys, but sometimes it's nice to have those peaks when you need them in a match. It's always been the debate, right? Oh, over 100 contacts or 1,000 contacts, it does this.
Yeah.
Cool. You have one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would say that's for sure something that I would go to. I'm like, well, I'm just going to bomb the serve, and it has to create something, and I'm going to go for the jumper, even knowing the floater maybe over time is more effective.
I can't average my way to a win here.
Right. Yeah, it's clutch. I got to clutch up right now.
Another tough serve cutting cross court.
Great set.
Partain just got to the middle, and he puts it right back the other way. Same spot.
Ta.Crabb with a clutch little double fake hold too. He kind of got Miles to go back towards him. That was a nice slither by Miles down the middle. Yeah, I love that fake by Taylor though. It's so clutch with that little pocket of window that Miles takes a peek.
Crowd getting behind Benesh. Showing range and power as Andy shoots. Dug over.
First scoop of ice cream.
Inside.
Winner. Oh, foot fault. Yeah, he's looking for the line judge to watch Andy's feet on that last serve. Call that the old Evandro special, where he just goes underneath it and kicks it on his way up.
We saw that get called yesterday. I think Alex Kleinman was the one who had that whistle go against her. Chip shot, good, just out of the reach of Crabb. And you know, if Taylor didn't get there, that was a good shot.
Really good, yeah. That's the value of it. That's probably why, you know, Andy had so many partners 2022. A big man that's also smooth is hard to find.
Right now, all 4 of these players are firing on all cylinders. It'll be Miles Partain to serve.
Crabb, all that power now goes to a little bit of craft. And let's go to our Cameroon.
All right, guys. Sarah Hughes is good at just about everything, and right now she is watching her team play for the New York Nitro. Sarah, I'm going to challenge you here. I'm going to call play-by-play for the next point. You're going to give me the analysis. Now, this shouldn't be that difficult. You got Taylor Sander at the service line. He's dialed up a couple aces. He's dangerous, but let's see exactly what your technical analysis is here. Nice swing. That's from Miles Partain up and over the top. How do you defend that?
I mean, I think that's tricky. It's just maybe Taylor's got to delay a little bit more, but I really enjoy how aggressive he's being on his serve. It's kind of that ace or error mentality, but he's getting them in trouble, which is helping them defensively.
I love it. Well, also, Ta.Crabb has been pretty dangerous. He has come out swinging in this second set. Why do you think the change of pace for him?
Yeah, I think honestly, just looking at the competition in front of him, this whole match right now is that everyone's got to be aggressive because, you know, Miles Partain, he's digging everything if they're not being aggressive. So they're being a little sneaky, running some fast routes, and I'm all about it.
Okay, so the next question is, when are we getting you on the mic full time? I know you've got some playing days ahead, but there's potential here, Sarah.
I'm ready to go. I'm actually, in all seriousness, very interested in that, and I think Kevin should watch out because this dynamic duo, I think, would look good up there together.
Kevin and Casey, there's some competition coming your direction. I mean, heck, I would take her as a partner any day. You guys better watch out. All right. Well, Sarah, enjoy the rest of this match, and maybe that analysis will play out twofold.
Shots fired. Oh, man. The Nitro feeling it, huh?
Wow.
Boy. Oh, thanks. On camera, we're just relaxing up here.
Yeah.
I'm taking it easy. Meantime, being threatened here in San Diego.
Thought we had a break. She's just attacking us. We're going to have to take it to the sand and have it be a side-out battle. Challenge accepted.
Braun versus Blondes. Here we go.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, I'm a little scared of the craftiness of those two over there. I think Sarah's going to dig everything I hit.
I know. We're going to have to stay real mobile and be able to run around.
Real mobile? That might be the end of it right there.
My back's not ready. Yeah, I know, right?
All right, we saw Andy Benesh pick up yet another ace and now a timeout. What do you do with Benesh's serve?
Yeah, I don't think you overthink it because his ability with the range that he has, he can go sidelines, inside outs. Like, I think you just hold, protect, somebody owns middle, and you just play the ball.
Stay neutral.
Yeah, I think you just stay neutral and just kind of not overthink it because he has so much range and he can do so many things with the ball.
Yeah, we saw him yesterday work into the angle,
Yeah.
And the line opened up. He saw it, right to it.
Right as you said it, too, yeah.
It's open again. That one's right at Crabb. Crabb will go right at Benesh, and again, that cross-court, cross-body winner takes him to 12.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if these next couple points on defense, if Andy kind of leverages and goes a little bit lower and wider on Taylor, because he has been just kind of ripping low. And I know that's probably what he wants him to do, but I feel like there's a big block in store.
That ball passed super high, and Benesh crossbody down the line. We've been trying to get Benesh to 10,000. We're working on it. He's working on a victory here in straight sets. Is he at 10K? Did we get him there?
He could just only get a follow for every side out. Oh, he got it.
He got it.
I feel better.
Success. I can go home now. Congratulations, Andy.
Wait.
Miles Partain, he saw 10 grand a while back. He's got that in the rearview mirror. We're looking for 20. Good job, though. Everyone enjoying the broadcast here on Valley Live. Oh, short shot has Andy fishing.
Oh, that's like a stealthy tactic by Taylor, too, where he comes in hard and close to you. And as you're blocking, you feel like you should take a step back because he's so close with his body. So it forces you to kind of feel a little bit awkward and maybe overreach.
Oh, interesting. Close to the ball with his body. He's right up on the ball.
Yeah. So as a blocker, you feel a little bit more uncomfortable because it's not this typical arm swing with the ball high out in front. He's got this unconventional location.
Dallas Dream, on the strength of that missed serve, have a match point. Match point number 1.
Does he have it in here?
2 undefeateds. About to go down to 1. Benesh v. Crabb. We're going extra time.
I mean, see, like, Andy's in such a great spot. He's really high and over and close together with his hands. I feel like that right arm just creeped over just a little bit.
They keep leaving that and trying to dig it.
And
will you make a big move eventually here?
Yes, and that's what Jake and I used to do. I loved how Jake would kind of give me that window. But then he would snake that block at the end.
14 apiece. Still looking for the ad here, Benesh. Got it. Second match ball upcoming now.
So my thought here is, all right, I'm Ta.Crabb. I feel like Andy might try to do what we're talking about. And so as Miles, I'm just looking for the soft shot. I'm just looking to play something soft because I know Taylor's looking for a rhythm change.
Crowd behind the dream. His contact is long. Extra volleyball for you, everyone.
Yeah, is this another chance for Sander to go back and score a big point?
If you're Sander, do you keep going for it?
I mean, right here, with the experience that he has and how long he's played, yes.
Live
that's
by the
what
sword,
I would do.
die by the sword.
Yes,
Okay.
I trust my reps.
Into battle goes Sander. He does rip it. Partain, perfect pass. No. Crabb with an opportunity. Benesh takes it away. Catch out there.
I love that play in transition. Great scoop by Miles, too.
Match point number 3. Thrilling the San Diego crowd.
Now they're talking a little game plan. I like it.
Andy's had his aces. Cross court would be on to Ta.Crabb. Taylor Sander has left a lot of space to his left-hand side. San Diego behind the dream. Oh, there it is. Benesh for the winner.
What a good job of getting up to the net that fast and being ready for the on-2. Again, though, Andy's serve really dictating at clutch parts of matches.
Doesn't always have to be aces. Sometimes it can just be pressure. 15-11, 17-15. The Dallas Dream remain undefeated on the men's side. And they give the New York Nitro their first loss by either pair.
That's right.
Benesh and Partain maintain their dominance over the Taylors. That is the 6th straight set they have won this year. Winning in Manhattan Beach, in Chicago, and now here in San Diego. So there it is, 7-1. The Dream closing to within 5-3. Just a 2-match deficit for the Dream.
But everybody loves seeing just that 88% versus 100. I know I would if I was on any of these other teams. Like, let's just start chipping away.
Pressure's going to start piling up on everybody else. Let's check in with our winners and Mark Sherman.
Well, that was extremely entertaining, ladies and gentlemen. All four of these guys, you guys were just on all cylinders, firing on all cylinders. You knew you were going to play a team that was fiery, that had a server like you who was just ripping away back there. So you had to be aggressive. You had to come out hot. What was your scouting report against these guys? What was something you were looking for against Taylor and Taylor?
Yeah, I mean, they're such a great team. I think the scouting report was get them out of system as much as possible and not have to rely on timing the moves up or anything. I thought Miles played great defense back there, and he made some really crucial digs throughout the match. So, yeah, that's all we were focused on.
Speaking of in-system, Miles, I was chatting with Haley Harward, and you look like you're in system no matter what's coming from the other side. Even when you dig a ball hard driven at you and you get those feet ready to go. What is that? Because I've never been able to do that, but you always look like you're in the right position.
I mean, good setter here, so Andy's good transition setter, good hand setter, really good hand setter. Like, it's hard to tell who's a good setter, but he's one of the best in the world, seriously, like top 2, top 3, so that's great. And then, you know, just practice and trying to keep it high and play to your strengths, so that always helps, be consistent. And yeah, they're a great team. They have really good defense, so it's always a battle optioning. They're great at defending the option, great at defending the third contact, so it's always a battle, and their serve is great, Sander, so. Yeah, it was a tough battle, but a good game.
It was a battle. It was a fantastic game, and you all remain undefeated for your team. The Dallas Dream now in total is 5-3. Congratulations, Andy. Congratulations, Miles. Give it up for these two, everybody. The Dallas Dream giving the New York Nitro their first loss.
Miles Partain hits 600, piled up 13 kills. His partner Andy Benesh, 9 kills, hit 750, issued up a couple of aces. That has become the formula. All the options taken and pressure from the service line. Next up, San Diego Smash, Miami Mayhem. Who knows what's going to happen in this one? We've been waiting since Chicago for this next match.